On this incredible journey, you will be miniaturized and enter a skeletal muscle cell to observe the events that occur during muscle contraction. You prepare yourself by donning a wetsuit and charging your ion detector. Then you climb into a syringe and prepare yourself for injection. Your journey will begin when you see the gleaming connective tissue covering the endomysium of a single muscle cell. Once injected, you monitor your descent through the epidermis and the subcutaneous tissue. Once you reach the muscle cell surface, you see it is punctuated with pits at relatively regular intervals. Looking into the darkness and off into the distance, you can see a leash of fibers ending close to the number of muscle cells. Since all of these fibers must be from the same motor neuron, this functional unit is obviously a motor unit. You approach the fibers ending on your muscle cell and scrutinize the neuromuscular junction there. As you examine the junction, minute fluid droplets leave the nerve ending and attach to the donut-shaped receptors on the muscle cell membrane. This substance released by the nerve ending must be acetylcholine. As a gold falls over the landscape, your ion detector indicates ions are disappearing from the muscle cell exterior and entering the muscle pits. The needle drops from high to low as the sodium ions enter the pits from the watery fluid outside. You should have expected this, since these ions must enter to depolarize the muscle cells and start the action potential. Next, you begin to explore one of the surface pits. As the muscle jerks into action, you topple down into the pit. Sparkling electricity lights up the walls on all sides. You grasp for a handhold. Finally, successful, you pull yourself laterally into the interior of the muscle cell, and you walk carefully along what seems to be a log. Then, once again, you notice an eerie glow as your ion detector reports that calcium ions are entering the cytoplasm rapidly. The log you're walking on comes to life and begins to slide briskly in one direction. Unable to keep your balance, you fall. As you straddle the structure, you wonder what is happening. On all sides, cylindrical structures, such as the one you are astride, are moving past other but larger structures. Suddenly, you remember these are the actin myofilaments that slide past the myosin filaments during muscle contraction. Seconds later, the forward movement ends, and you begin to journey smoothly in the opposite direction. The ion detector now indicates low calcium ion levels. Since you cannot ascend the smooth walls of one of the entry pits, you climb from one myofilament to another to reach the underside of the sarcomole. Then you travel laterally to enter the pit close to the surface and climb out onto the cell surface. Your journey is completed and you prepare to leave your host once again.